Hey, Tony, you good, man?
Man, I'm holding up okay. Just a little sick.
Tony, you gonna be okay, man? Because you look like garbage.
Even in my worst days, I look better than you. I just need some rest, though.
Dang, dude, you gotta be so harsh.
Whatever, man. Don't you have, like, PE or something to go to?
Oh, shoot, man, you're right.
Jimmy, why are you even here?
I'm here to chat for the basketball team, coach.
Jimmy, for one, you're in mathematics, and second, it's first period. And that's not until after school.
For real?
For real, Jimmy? You should go to the doctor today.
But I can't. I need to get my education.
Not here, you will. I called your parents to pick you up and take you to the doctor.
Jiminy Cricket, Jonathan Carter, please come to the front office. Your parents are waiting.
Get well, Jimmy.
I will, teach, I will.
Thank God she left. Alright, class? Free time or movie?
Let's watch a movie.
I got Netflix.
Jonathan, is it?
It's actually Jim, but you can call me by my government name.
Yeah, okay, well, your test results are back in, and...
What is this? I failed the test. I didn't study. My career is over. I'm going to die.
Give it to me straight, dog.
Well, I would've, if you didn't have so rudely interrupted me.
Sorry, Doc.
Jonathan, you have a cold.
So I have a flu, Doc?
What? No, I said you have a cold.
Well, what's the difference?
Well, Jonathan, that's the question. The common cold is a different virus that gets commonly confused with the flu because they have very similar symptoms. They're both respiratory viruses, but make no mistake, the flu is much worse than the cold.
How bad can it actually be, Doc?
The flu virus has typically more intense symptoms than the cold.
Like what?
Well, when you get the flu, you experience the following: fevers, chill, cough, sore throat, runny or stuffy nose, muscle or body aches, headaches, and fatigue, which also means tiredness. While the cold is more mild and you really experience just a stuffy and runny nose, but it can be difficult to detect if you have a flu or cold, because they both have very similar symptoms. That only special test can tell whether if you have a flu or not.
So, do I have a flu or not?
At the moment you have a cold, but we're still waiting on a few more tests to come back in. But it seems like you have a strong immune system.
Thanks, Doc. My mama raised me to be tough.
No, Jonathan. Not like that. Your immune system. Are you aware how it works?
Not really, Doc.
Okay then. Let me play this video to try to help you understand. Immune system is typically your first line of defense against illness and virus. It consists of a network of cells, tissue, and organs working together to protect the body. It detects, deflects, and destroys. It involves lymph nodes, lymph vessels,
lymphocytes, bone marrow, white blood cells, and skin. All these things make up the immune system, which is comprised of innate or nonspecific defense system and adaptive or specific defense system. The innate or nonspecific defense system involves external barricades such as skin and the mucous membranes, phagocytes, neutrophils, which are white blood cells, antimicrobial proteins, and attacking cells. Your skin and mucus is typically your first line of defense. On the outside of your body, your skin and mucus are keeping germs out of your body. In case those are to be overrun, your body has a backup plan, a fail-safe, if you will, to keep germs and viruses out of your system as much as possible. But that isn't always the case, because in the event you get cut or lose a lot of mucus, germs are trying to rush into your body so they can feed off you and reproduce. Although there are a lot of things in life, it isn't your purpose to feed bacteria or germs. Your innate defense system is typically the first to encounter and fight the virus after the skin gets damaged, causing blood to rush through the wound. What made you think that comes into play are white blood cells? Because they're at the front lines fighting the invaders alongside with phagocytes. While phagocytes are fighting to get rid of the virus that's trying to take over the human body, they're also copying samples of the disease, so in case the virus wants to try and invade again, phagocytes are able to detect the virus faster with the better knowledge of how that virus operates, ultimately destroying the virus before the body gets overrun.
Oh, that's like me in Fortnite. I got overrun and like...
Jonathan, if you please, I'm trying to watch a movie.
Sorry, guys.
On a deeper level, the adaptive defense system is trying to figure out what's going on. The adaptive or specific and defense system involves humoral immunity, cellular defenses that dispatches antibodies, and they produce lymphocytes. The adaptive defense system is a bit hesitant in the beginning because it's still trying to determine whether the virus is a friend or foe. Once determined, there are two lymphocytes that come into play to help fight off the virus. Lymphocytes start in the bone marrow. They either stay and mature into B cells, or they will lead to the thymus gland to mature and become T cells. B and T cells come together to destroy an organism or a substance that creates an antigen, a foreign substance that invades the body, otherwise known as a virus. Due to poor planning and budget cuts and unforeseen mistakes, this is what the virus shall look like for the animation. Here's what it might look like in a stick-figure form. They find the virus, they attack the virus, and they take care of it. B lymphocytes or B cells. B cells are typically the first to encounter the virus, and they act like an intelligence system, seeking out targets and sending defenses to attack them. The other ones are the T cells. T cells act as a soldier, destroying the invaders targeted by the B lymphocytes. While all this is said and done, the fight continues on. Even in the immune system, there are still challenges it faces, such as itself, known to be as autoimmune disease. Autoimmune disease happens when the immune system has little to no activity, causing the body to attack itself. There are many types of autoimmune diseases, such as type 1 diabetes, multiple sclerosis. The body is a strange and wonderful thing that is constantly adapting to protect itself in this beautiful germ-filled planet called Earth.
Oh, now I understand.
So you finally understand what the immune system is all about, Jonathan.
Not really, but I get the basics.
It's fine, Jonathan. But just go home, get some rest. That's all you really need right now at the moment. Here is a note for school. Remember to get plenty of rest and drink lots of fluids.
I will, Doc, I will.
Oh, cool. The test results are back in. What? There's type 1 diabetes. And cancer? Well, nice knowing them.